Hey everyone, it's Tom here, and we are back with another episode of Punnit. This is the competitive wordplay game show podcast. Slightly different this time. We have international guests, friends of the show, high caliber punsters that are not from dear old Blighty. And we will introduce them very shortly. But just before I do, thepunpodcast at gmail.com. If you enjoy Punnit and you want to contact me, or indeed you want to just come on the show, email with them. We'll arrange it. We'll send some categories. We'll send the Zoom link and we'll get down to it. There's also Patreon. If you enjoy the show and you want to give back to the show, we are filming a lot of these in advance. We're constantly filming these episodes. So if you want to give back over there, we're at least a week ahead. You get access to the Discord, bonus stuff, all that sort of stuff. So yes, our guest today, as I say, very special trio of guests here. I want to start with Miranda. In Canada, you teach pun workshops, I seem to recall.
I do. Yeah. I'm a spoken word poet, but I do a lot of conferences on creative writing and I teach puns. So that's how I found this lovely podcast. And a couple of the participants too, I'm familiar with through that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of my jam.
So it's your jam. So how has it been jamming these categories together? Because it's a slightly different form of Punnit. Like how have you taken to it?
I mean, it's been such a blast to prepare for these categories. It's been so much fun. Yeah, I'll say like my first round's going to be my weakest, but all of them were so fun to do. So I'm super stoked for it for sure.
All right, and our second contestant, he's won something that claims to be the World Pun Championships 8 times, but the coolest thing about him in my eyes is that he has a Z in his first name and his last name. Jerzy, how's it going?
I'm well, Tom. How are you?
I'm very well, and I feel like I feel like an Olympian is amongst us right now. I feel like I feel like a mere demigod in your presence.
Oh, a mere demigod. Well, maybe we can get it to a hemi demigod if I have an amazing showing
All
in this
right,
episode.
and what about you over there? Like how have the puns been coming? Like, is this just another day at the office or?
No, not at all. I mean, I've told you this before, but I think the category mashup puns that you do on this show are by far the hardest of any
Mm.
of these different competitions. So I find it a real exciting challenge, and some of my categories I think are stronger than others this time out. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, and finally, our next guest has 3 G's in his first name, and there's only 5 letters in that name. Greg, how's it going?
Yeah, there is definitely an overabundance of G's in my name. So thanks for pointing that out.
And how has it been for you, Greg? I mean, like Jerzy, you've taken part in all these esteemed, pun competitions and stuff. But Robin Williams and golf, shoe brands and punk bands, has this given the old noggin some trouble, or?
It's a very unique take, I believe. It's not your usual sound of the whole word punning as we see in many things. It's a different, to get into the mechanics of it, you're looking at the beginning sound and the ending sound and matching them up. So it's quite a different cross training for puns, so to speak.
It is indeed. And as I just mentioned there, we're going to be tackling, you know how Punnit works, guys. Now it's 3 rounds. First 2 rounds are the same. We are going to go round robin. Greg is going to kick us off on round 1, which is Robin Williams films and golf. And Miranda's going to go second, and Jersey's going to go third. And then we're going to do shoe brands and punk bands, and then get to the freestyle element of the episode. So just to clarify with round 1, let's move into round 1. Robin Williams films. We love filmographies on Punnit. It's always just ripe. There's always so many films so many films you don't know, whatever. It's fun titles. So Robin Williams on IMDb apparently has appeared as an actor 112 times, which is slightly more than the still very impressive 13 by our own Jerzy here. That didn't go unnoticed. That didn't go unnoticed. So that was quite wild.
What a brutal drive-by that was, Tom.
I said very impressive. I said still very impressive. It is very impressive.
That's true.
Nurse Jackie, Ray Donovan. We'll have to do a category on you soon enough, I'm sure. But
Oh, sure. Yeah, all my credits. Yeah.
Jersey films and golf.
Yes, Robin Williams films and golf. So golf, golf basically. Any course, any player, any term associated with golf. So yes, very excited to hear what you come up with, as I always am. Greg, you're going to kick us off, please, with Robin Williams films and golf.
Okay, I've spent many a summer this way. Cadillac Man.
Cadillac Man, yeah, nice. And Miranda?
I've got Dead Punnit Society.
Yes, yes. I think that might have been the mash there to a certain extent, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
as a poet, I felt the need to take that one.
Of
So
course, of course. And Jerzy, please.
All right, I've got to go with Flubba Watson.
Blobber Watson is very nice. The Masters winner, and I will give the point there for Blobber Watson. Gregg, your second, please.
A very unusual movie where Robin Williams played a crazy psycho killer, so you gotta love Hole in 1 Hour Photo.
Yeah, yeah. Hole in 1 hour photo. Very clean. Miranda, please.
I've got for the expert golfer, we've got Scratch Adams.
Scratch Adams. Yeah, and Jerzy.
Hook.
Yeah, Hook. Yeah, yeah. Hook shot was one that I had. Yeah, I'll go with Scratch there. I'll go with Scratch Adams. So Jerzy and Miranda at two, sorry, one each, and Gregg at 0. Gregg, your third, please, for Robin Williams films and golf.
The Birdie Cage.
Yeah, the Birdie Cage is very nice. Miranda.
Mrs. Doubttiger.
This is Doubt Tiger. Okay. Yeah, Mrs. Doubt Tiger. Jerzy.
I'm going to go with two films here, actually.
Mm.
This is Happy Gil Morning Vietnam.
He's in Happy Gilmore, is he?
No, he's in Good Morning Vietnam.
Good Morning Vietnam. Oh, Happy Gil. Oh, you combine the films. I see. It's Birdie Cage anyway. Doesn't matter. It's Birdie Cage. So we've got one apiece now as we enter the fourth round. Gregg, what's your fourth?
Arnold Palm Merry Freaking Christmas.
Sure. Yeah. Sometimes it's got to be ugly. And Miranda.
Gorgeous.
Honestly, the ugly ones are my favorites. But okay, we got Partificial Intelligence.
Partificial is cute. And Jerzy, please.
Putt Pie.
Putt Pie for I like Partificial. I like Partificial, so I will give Miranda the point there. Gregg, your final, please, for Robin Williams films and golf.
Back 9 months.
Back 9 months. Yeah, yeah, sure. Miranda.
Oh, we're getting into my ugly ones now. I think I'll go with Mork and Midgreen.
So green.
Mindy. Yeah, I know.
Sorry,
it's
yeah,
awful.
yeah. Morgan.
You can just, you don't have to look at me, Tom.
No.
Go to the next one. It's okay.
So good. And Jerzy, please.
About Mrs. Doubt 4.
Mrs. Doubt 4. Okay. Back nine. I'll give there. So I would give Gregg the point. So Gregg and Miranda at 2 apiece. Jerzy at 1. So we move now into our second round, moving straight into the second round. This is shoe brands and punk bands. So shoe brands is fairly self-explanatory. I'm hoping that you're not going to say loads of Canadian and US shoe brands that I'm like I'm hoping we're going a little bit more, but maybe I'll have to take your word for it here. And punk bands, again, punk is a very, we're not going to get in the weeds here with what's punk, what's not. Anything that could, plausibly be tarred with the punk brush is acceptable. So Miranda, you're kicking us off, please, for round 2. This is shoe brands and punk bands.
Okay, I'm going to start off with No Dolce and Gabbana.
Sure, that's nice. Jerzy.
The Buzz Crocs.
The Buzz Crocs. Okay, nice. Gregg.
All right, so you got the standard issue punk shoe combined with the punk band starring the guy that took over for Johnny Rotten in the Sex Pistols, albeit briefly, Doc Martin Pole Tudor.
Sure. Yeah, no, it's Dolce, though. It's Dolce for me, so I'll give Miranda the point. Miranda in the lead now at 3 points. Gregg at 2. Jerzy at 1. Miranda, it's your second, please, for this round.
We've got All American Reeboks.
Reeboks, sure. Re's there. Yeah, All American Reeboks. Jerzy.
I'll go with I'll stick with hideous shoes. I'll go with Ugg Against Me.
Against me. Got to have the exclamation point there as well, of course. Against me. Gregg.
Avenue York Dolls.
Avenue York. I like Ugg, though. I think it was clear that Ugg was the favorite there. So Miranda, you're third for this round, please.
Okay, I need the sneakerheads to back me up on this one because Air Jordan 1s, like the very first edition, is like a big deal.
Oh yeah,
So
no,
I'm gonna go with some Jordy 1s.
some Jordan 40. Yeah, sure. No, yeah. I mean the Air Jordan, of course. Jersey, please.
About Jimmy Choo Ghazi.
Sure, Jimmy Choo Ghazi. And Greg.
Oh, I think we've heard that we've shared shoe brands, one or the other, as long as it's different.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, because I'm looking at Jimmy Shoesy and the Banshees.
Yeah, yeah. I still like Shoe Ghazi. I mean, we had Doubtfire in the last round. It can happen. It's not like, you know, it's not acceptable meta game Punnit playing, but it's fine. But I think regardless, Chugazi there. So I'll give Greg the
I
point.
am a patient boy. I wait.
Well, it's this is Miranda at 3, Jersey at 3, Greg at 2. Miranda, your 4th, please.
We got Pooh Machine Gun Kelly.
Who Machine Gun Kelly? Yeah, yeah, of course. He had that. He had the pop punk phase. Of course, he did. Jersey, please.
Let's go with Van Sid.
Yes, I was waiting for Van to come out. I think Van's very useful. And Greg, please.
Dr. Scholney ones.
To Shonley ones. Yeah. That's tough, actually. I like Van Sid. There's no airs on it. I like Van Sid. So Jersey pulls in the lead now with 4 points. Your final now, Miranda, please, for round 2, shoe brands and punk bands.
All right, we got Birkenstocking Heads.
Birkenstocking heads. Yeah, no, this is what I like about Punnit. The weird noises that happen. So yeah, Birkenstocking heads. Jersey, please. The 5th is tough. The 5th is always tough.
I got pick one. Let's go with Cole Henry Rollins.
What's the brand there? Sorry,
Cole Haan.
Cole Haan.
Cole
Okay.
Haan is
Cole
the
Haan,
brand.
and of course the Black Flag guy. And Greg, please.
Adam's backup band, New Balance.
New Balance. Yeah, yeah, I like that. So I'll give Greg the point there. So we approach round 3, but just before we do, we'll recap the scores. So Greg is at 3, Miranda is at 3, Jersey is at 4. I expected nothing less. This is a very, very close match, but it's all to play for as we reach our 3rd round. So how this is going to work, guys, is you're going to get 2 categories, and then you're going to get 30 seconds. You can look up whatever you want. You can do your research, but you have 30 seconds. You've got to come up with one pun that you think's your best. We'll go straight to you. We'll go around. We'll award points. If you've not got one, we'll move on. Okay. So your first, please, for famous musicals and garden creatures. Okay, and we're back. Jersey, can I have yours, please?
Oklahoma Hamster.
Oklahamster. Is that God? I mean, I guess they could exist there. Oklahamster. Miranda, please.
Chicago Gophers.
Gophers. And Greg.
Oh, Guys and Slugs.
I can't dolls. No, I can't accept that. I think Chicago Gophers definitely. So I'll give Miranda the point there. So your next one, please, for 30 seconds is vehicles and HBO shows. Okay, and Greg, can we have yours, please?
Mad Bens.
That's an AMC show, I'm afraid. Miranda.
Oh.
Oh no.
I've got Veep. It's a show on HBO, and it's like Jeep, so I'm going with it. We're using that.
Jeep is fine. Jeep is good.
Okay.
Jersey?
Sopranosmobiles.
Yeah, I mean, Miranda's clearing up here. She goes in the lead now with 5 points with Jeep. So your 3rd, please, guys, for collars and female comedians. Okay, and we're back. Jersey, please.
Oh boy. Cerulean Perlman. Or Rhea Perlman. Cerulean.
Yeah.
Cerulean Perlman.
Cerulean. Yeah. Miranda?
Jenny Slate. Slate Gray, right?
Slate, yeah, Slate, sure. And Greg, please.
Beautiful shade of yellow. Amphiphilius Diller.
Frillis Diller. Yeah, I like the Diller, so I'll go with the point there for Greg. So Greg and Jersey are at 4 now each. Miranda's at 5. We've got 2 left. So your next 30 seconds to think on is, please, golf and punk bands. Okay, and Greg, please.
Lee Trevino Effects.
That's really good. Yeah, Miranda?
I've got Four Out Boy, like four. Yeah,
Four Out Boy is
it's the
also
best I
quite
could do.
good.
Fall
Yeah,
Out Boy.
Jersey.
Green Day.
Green Day is also good. We maybe should have mixed them up a bit more for round one, but I will go with Lee Trevino effects. I do that made me laugh, so I have to go with
Good.
that. So Miranda and Greg are at 5 each. Jersey's at 4. So we can force a tie break with this final category, this final set of categories, please. So you have 30 seconds for famous fonts, like anything on a word processor, and British actors or actresses. Okay, and Jersey, what do you have, please?
I have Comic Sans Neil for Sam Neill, but he's from fucking New Zealand, isn't he?
Yeah, he ain't one of ours. And Greg.
Helen Mirren Times.
Sure. I respect the commitment to the bit. And Miranda.
I've got Helveta Colin Firth.
Helvetica. Yeah. I think that wins it with 6 points. I have to have you triumphant there. Well done. Like that the workshop practitioner just pulls through. I love it.
I mean, this was so fun, though. I would have happily lost. And I feel
No,
like
it's high
sometimes I
quality.
preferred their puns. It's just like, it's such a blast, for real.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was smiling like an idiot the whole time. Like, even when I'm like, oh, I'm for sure going to lose this round, I'm like, I'm so happy about it because I would never have thought of the pun that people were putting down.
Exactly. You've been laboring over these things and you couldn't imagine the different dimensions. So
Oh my God, it's so delightful.
What else did you have out of interest? Anything for Robin Williams films and golf or shoe brands and punk bands?
You asking all of us?
I was asking Miranda, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. Robin Williams films was really slim pickings. I had like some really rough ones after that, like Night at the US Open and like Golf Clappy Feet.
That isn't a pun. I mean, I have to just Night at the US Open.
It's like not okay. It was not
Punnit.
okay after that. So I'm so glad we didn't get that far down the list.
Yeah.
Shoe brands and punk bands. Okay, like low key, I had like a punk phase back in my youth and like junior high.
I'm still in my punk phase.
This was like a fun category for me.
Forever.
But I had things like Panic at Disco for Adidas. I had
sure.
I also did Championic at the Disco. Like I wasn't sure how to work that one.
Yeah,
I had a couple
nice.
others,
That's
but it did get rough after that too. So I think we just stayed in my safe zone, which was nice.
Yeah. I mean, just for myself before we get to you guys, I only had a few. I was like, Dead Putt Society I definitely had. I had, the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon classic had Uphill Putting, but I just think, again, that's a little too technical. Pitch Adams was the one that I had. And Jack also was a bit of a gift. So I was thinking like Jack Nicklaus could have been good as well in that one. And yeah, I like Jersey. I like how you got Blubber Watson there because I was thinking Flubber Bunker was how I was trying to balance it. And then, I used Van a lot. Van said I literally had that. Not a shoe make, more a part of a shoe, but I thought the clasp could have been quite nice there in some sort of way. And the sketch pistols, sketches, but anyway, not great work from me, but amazing work from you guys. Greg,
I actually liked Pitch Adams better than mine. So it's kind of nice when somebody like gets that pun that you were working on and you like almost got it there. And it's refreshing to like have that off my mind now. Like, oh yeah, that's how I would.
That's how it's done. Greg, how was that for you? I mean, that was a valiant showing.
Well, thank you. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm going to say I am very deeply in my punk phase. Actually, I saw in Brooklyn back-to-back nights The Hives and The Damned, which were like a huge highlight. But I have 2 cutting room floor puns that I want because they were specifically written for you, Tom, based on past discussions. So we have 9 Westerberg.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, personal hero of mine, Paul Westerberg.
The Jambu.
Yeah, Jambu. Yeah. That was. But how do you feel about losing, Greg? How do you feel about not being a winner today?
I am so used to it that it rolls off my back.
Well, I mean, Jersey, I feel like you're used to winning though. Like, just
I've never lost.
That.
I've never lost Punnit before. So I'm excited to lose an episode. And it might have come down to maybe I overwrote and I picked the wrong ones. I was thinking of throwing out there Toysger Woods.
Yeah.
Or What Greens May Come.
What Greens May Come is nice.
Or A Shankenings. But...
yeah, sure. Shankenings, yeah.
And then in the other one, yeah, I think I wrote that one too. I was debating between Cole Henry Rollins and Healy Rollins. I maybe should have gone with Healy Rollins.
Healy Rollins is nice. Healy Rollins.
Yeah, I also had Ted's Kennedys.
Right. And, Ted's. Yeah. Ted's Kennedys. Yeah. That's.
And Operation Nike was one of my other ones. So.
Well, I mean, this is what's glorious about the game, isn't it? Like Miranda just said, like you can labor so long on these things, and then some people just reveal it in a whole different world. So this is
we are all winners here.
Those
were just beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, they were. And what we do, as you may have noticed already on Punnit, is we do these episodes back to back. So we're going to go straight into our next episode now. So there's a chance for redemption for the guys, or a chance just to compound the the monopoly for Miranda. We'll see.
Oh God, no! I'm just excited to hear everybody's. I don't have to win twice. That's okay.
So yeah, guys, I guess finally, obviously support us on the Patreon and thepunpodcast@gmail.com if you want to come on the show, get in touch with me or anything like that. But we'll be back for the next episode and the next sets of categories. But until then, this has been Tom on Punnit. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.